Okay, Ms. Stefan. So you saw that message, I'm getting itch, that you sent to John, right?
Correct.
All right.
Impeach him. What did he say during
At the
prelim?
preliminary hearing that we heard about, the jury's already heard about from November 8th of 2023, you were asked about whether that message to John was you saying that you're getting rich instead of rich. Remember being asked those questions by me?
Well, the conversation,
Just call it yes or no.
say it again?
Do you remember in the preliminary hearing in 2023, November 8th, to be exact, I asked you questions about whether that message, I'm getting itch, was really meant to say I'm getting rich. Remember those questions?
Yep, page one.
Sure you are. It's page 145, lines 15 through 20.
15 through 20?
15 through 20, sir.
Big shout out to Touche for gifting 5 memberships. Let's show Touche some love.
Do you remember that question?
Can you say it again?
Sure. I asked you at the preliminary hearing whether you meant to type, I'm getting rich.
Impeach
instead of
him.
itch. Do you remember me asking you that?
I really don't remember.
Okay.
I don't recall.
Or would you like me to put the transcript up, or should you want me to show you?
Would it help you to read what was said at the preliminary hearing? Might that help you remember?
A lot was said, I just don't remember.
Would it help you to read?
Like what he just showed me?
Yes. Yes. Did you read it?
Yeah.
No. He's talking about the text message. He's talking about being shown the text message. What we're proposing is you read the transcript.
And that should be read to himself.
The transcript is
Well, the transcript will still, go ahead and show him the page from the transcript.
Okay.
Mr. Efron is going to show you something, just read it yourself and see if that refreshes what you said, refreshes your memory as to what you said when you testified the last time on November the 8th of 2020.
Okay.
Right, so he's going to be able to read it. He's reluctantly reading it. And remember, what he just said a few minutes ago, his contemporaneous today, his testimony today, is that the word itch was just a typo. What do you say at the prelim? What do you say at the prelim?
Okay. Right. Here. Thank you. Yeah, you. Exactly.
Yeah, but you can't ignore foundation for a court transcript. He can't escape this one.
What am I supposed to do? This is like media conversation?
It's your testimony at the preliminary hearing.
Yeah, I don't really remember that.
Okay. So, I'm gonna just read this, I guess, as a stipulation from Mr. Wood. That's exactly read. Question 145 line 15. The question to you, sir, was, and although you didn't make a police report about this incident until 2 days later, on November 8th, 2021, you did send a text message on November 7th to Mr. Mayor's manager, John, at 2:38 p.m. saying, I'm getting rich. Remember that?
We will stipulate that in fact, that is what was asked. All right.
Yeah, that was it.
But Mr. Tackleton is entitled to let the jury know what it says.
Oh, he's
Prosecutor
asking for a
panicking.
stipulation, I'm telling him,
Oh, we did.
we'll stipulate.
I asked him.
All right, good. Well, glad you
Well, we met John out.
So that was really quiet, but the prosecution, it sounded like John Lewin was saying, we'll stipulate to it. We'll stipulate to this thing in the transcript. He doesn't want the defense attorney to keep reading what was said during this preliminary hearing. I think the prosecution needs to be careful because that looks like a, have mercy on me. Please stop. Please stop. You're ruining my case.
Okay. Everything else, yes.
Good news.
And do you remember saying on 146 lines 7 to 8?
Follow up. Yeah, just switch stuff. What are you going to read from? Exactly, what page is that?
One,
146.
146, I'm getting old as hell tomorrow.
146.
146, line 7 paper.
Okay, go ahead. As long as he's asking. 146. Look at the lines, read it to yourself.
Judge, Lou and I sort of figured this out. This might save a step here. I'm just going to read them and say, did you say that?
And I'm totally fine with that.
That's a little
So, all right, so he doesn't have to refresh his memory.
That helps.
All right. Read it.
All right. We get that, Mr. Efron. I'm just going to read it to you.
All right.
Question. Your answer to that last question was line 7 8. What the fuck would I be getting rich off of? You remember saying that?
I don't remember, but I really don't remember.
I have a stipulation on it. You read accurately.
That was like a year ago.
The
Okay.
stipulation is those are the questions asked and the words that are reflected in the transcript. Yes?
Even more than that, that is what was asked, and he answered that right here.
Okay. Then, a little further down, you said, continuing on, lines 12 through 14, fuck, shit, I'm getting mad. That was your preliminary hearing when you asked about whether you said you were getting rich. Do you recall that?
Can you say that again?
Sure. You said, fuck, shit, I'm getting mad.
I don't remember that.
Okay. Well,
In what context? Like, what was like, what do you mean? Fuck shit, I'm getting mad?
when you asked about the word rich, text message we were confronted with.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Okay. So, when questioned about that word itch at the preliminary hearing, what you claimed is that you meant to write the word irritated. Is that right?
It wasn't a typo.
I don't recall.
Okay. Page 148, 25 to 27. Well, Mr. Efron, before I read that, let me withdraw that last question. What did you mean when you said I'm getting itch?
Well, when I was talking to his manager,
Yes, sir.
well, I was just showing his manager everything, and I think he took a while to get me back, so I said, I think that's what I wrote, but in the trend, like, that's what I meant to write was I'm getting irritated. But then you said, I'm getting rich, and that's when me and you started arguing at the place.
So it wasn't a typo. It's just what you mean when you say itch. Good. That's why he withdrew the question, was to let him trip up with an explanation.
When we were hearing, like he was trying to get something out of me or something more out of me.
So you meant to write the word irritated.
When I first spoke to his manager, I don't remember what I wrote, but from what is there, yeah.
Well, you saw the word itch, right? You saw that message. Where you wrote
I mean, but you flipped it so many times. That was a fast moment. You can't make me go back and think like something that I don't really. I definitely won't write his manager in the context. If you show the whole text message, where would it make sense? I'm getting rich.
All right.
You're not showing the whole text message.
So-
You're just picking.
You saw these messages yesterday on your direct
I
testimony.
mean, if you
right?
want to pull up John's text messages, we can.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Play yesterday's
So,
testimony.
what you're saying to this jury is that you didn't mean to write that you were getting rich, right?
I don't recall.
Okay? You're not saying that you didn't mean to
I
write
don't recall, sir.
Just don't recall.
Don't recall.
Okay. So you may have been
I
meaning you were writing to get
I
rich.
don't recall.
Okay.
If I said anything like that, I mean, I said anything I said after the shooting is lawsuit. It falls in my lawsuit. So
Hey, what?
it falls in my lawsuit. Like a crime was committed, and then whatever I say after that's retaining money or anything that's compensating me was with my lawyers or anything else. I had lawyers present and everything else.
Well, you didn't have a lawyer at this point, did you? So,
When I spoke to John, I didn't need a lawyer. What I need a lawyer for if I didn't say I'm getting rich? And what does getting rich have to do with a man shooting me?
You said you had a lawyer at the prelim, though.
I'm waiting. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what's
Oof.
going on here.
So, you did say to this jury that you don't recall if you meant to write rich or not, right? That's your answer
I
today.
don't recall, sir.
Okay. Now, you also then text Rocky at one point, right?
It's the biggest time.
Okay.
Just think.
On November 7th, at 12:36 a.m., you text Rocky, right, in the morning.
I mean, if you want to pull up our whole text messages, you can.
I appreciate
I don't
that.
remember.
You remember texting Rocky that morning?
It was 3 years ago. You just got to pull the text messages, the whole text messages.
Do you have the 63, guys?
Is this going to be an exhibit?
I believe this was shown yesterday, Your Honor, I believe, but it's not. Yes, it's the same conversation we had with that little mark as defense.
Jay's and John's, you know.
Was it Jay?
Jay's and John.
Okay, Jay. So everyone, take a look, we'll post it, we'll publish it, on the, I don't know. You see, Rocky's response to you if you turn around, sir? I don't know if you see it on the little screen there. You have it on that screen as well?
No, it's not here.
Okay, just take a look over there for a second. And I think you saw this yesterday. Relli, WTF, what are you talking about? Why are you telling people I shot at you? Right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, you saw it yesterday too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then subsequently he said, stop making shit up, right?
Where's the rest of the text messages?
I'm asking you, did Rocky text you that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now, take that down, guys. Just to be clear, on November 7th, Mr. Efron, on November 7th, day after 2021, you did not have an attorney, correct?
Actually, I called the same night. I called the attorneys the same day
Impeachment on the way, guys.
after the shooting. After he told me to go to the police.
Okay, we'll get to that. But on November 7th, did you have an attorney?
I think I went in the police station with him. I didn't have an attorney. Like, I signed the paper. I signed the paper part, lawyer, client privilege, whatever. And then me and him met. So pretty much I was waiting on the lawyer to go to the precinct to finish doing what I needed to do because I didn't want to go in the precinct by myself.